Tonight's second race has a field of 5. They're lining up in behind the Metro Home Building Center starting gate. Let's return to Vance Cameron.
Salisbrook Fancy, Do or Die. Covered in purple, Elm Grove, Tux, Le'Veon Bell. Top of the stretch. Now approaching a start. Up and pacing, Le'Veon Bell, Elm Grove, Tux, leave out. Salisbrook Fancy towards the rail, covered in purple away fourth. Do or Die will trail fifth. 3 wide they go round the turn, arriving at the 8th pole, and the farthest one out, Le'Veon Bell, the leader. In between the horses, Elm Grove, Tux, and at the rail, that's Salisbrook Fancy third. Covered in purple races from fourth. Do or Die is fifth as they roll over to the opening quarter. Elm Grove Tux along the rail, the leader. Le'Veon Bell is parked out second, racing from third. That is Salisbrook Fancy. Covered in purple fourth. Do or Die fifth. They went 30 and 3 to the opening quarter. Off the paddock turn, they come towards the half mile with Elm Grove Tux the leader. Second is Salisbrook Fancy. Le'Veon Bell will be overland once again this week on the outside, parked out third. Fourth up the rail is Covered in Purple, and the trailer fifth. That is Do or Die. They're halfway home, led by Elm Grove Tux and Dana Swede. In the 2-hole, Salisbrook Fancy is second, racing third on the outside. Le'Veon Bell, the half mile in 102 and 3. Racing from fourth, Do or Die, Covered in Purple, swinging out to the outside fifth. To the back stretch they go. The 3/4 up next. Elm Grove Tux the leader. In between the horses, Le'Veon Bell. Covered in Purple is out there 3 wide. In at the rail, nowhere to go here. Salisbrook Fancy, Do or Die, the trailer fifth. They're by 3/4 now, and they're 3 high in the late going. 1:34 and 2 was the 3/4, and they get set to turn home. Covered in Purple, the leader. In at the rail, Elm Grove Tux. Third is Salisbrook Fancy. Fourth, Do or Die. Deep stretch now. On the wire they come next. Salisbrook Fancy up the inside with McPherson. Second, that is Elm Grove Tux. Third, Covered in Purple. And the time for this mile, 2:04 and 2.
Here comes a slow-mo replay brought to you by Universal Media for tonight's second race. And we saw Elm Grove Tux and Dana Sweet get to the front, 30 and 3. The half in 102 and 3. Long night for Le'Veon Bell, parked out the entire mile. 134 and 2 to 3/4. Here's the stretch drive. Darren Crow went 3 wide in the backstretch with Covered in Purple. But Salisbrook Fancy and Corey McPherson get up the inside. 2-year-old filly by Somewhere Fancy gets her first lifetime win from just her third lifetime start tonight. 2:04 and 2 maiden record. In for second is the 4 Elm Grove Tux with Covered in Purple third. It's 1-4-3 unofficially. In tonight's second race, we'll see Salisbrook Fancy and Corey McPherson. They're going to the Woodmere Standard Reds winner circle next.
There's Salzburg Fancy on her way to the second race winner's circle. Bay pacing filly 2 by Somewhere Fancy from the betting line dam. Line in the Sand, owned by Jordan McKay of French River and John Mellenbacher of Oakville, Ontario. Bred by the Salzburg Stables and Michael McKenzie of Nova Scotia. Trained by Chris McKay. Corey McPherson will guide her to a maiden record tonight of 2:04 and 2. Salzburg Fancy in the second.
This race replay is brought to you by All Star Cresting, specializing